Almost all the water in the toilet bowl was gone, despite his efforts to conserve it. The cell was filled with the reek of urine. He had been peeing out into the corridor so as not to contaminate his water supply.
So I have three weaknesses when it comes to capitalism. One is a deal, a true deal. You know, like my tool deal, stuff like that, where I have the capability of getting back hundreds percents on my dollar. Like if I'm pulling down $3 for every $1 or more, including shipping, whatever. Like, yeah, yeehaw, I'm down. I'm totally into that. That's not what we're talking about here. The other one is when I get access to something that is rare and of a decent value, and I try to buy a few of them and try and recap expenses on the back end. Sometimes that pays out, a lot of times it doesn't. Then the last one, and this is the one where I get burnt more often than not, and that's what leads me on my little mission, my side mission today. Things that are either clearanced or deeply discounted because they're trying to get rid of the product that I go and buy the entire stock of and try and flip it. And you may be like, well, what's the difference between a deal and not a deal? Well, so the difference is that these items aren't actually of like a high level of rarity, or that the value hasn't fallen out. So in this case, they're clearance because the value has dropped out of them. So you're trying to eke out what little money there's still left in it, and the company that's selling them is trying to move them, yeah, to get their space back, but it's also truly because the bottom has fallen out. So there actually is a subtle nuance there, and that's what I'm gonna try and capitalize on right now. I was told something has been, everything, this entire product line has been pushed to clearance at Walmart, so I'm gonna try and find a Walmart and capitalize. Here's a pet peeve of mine. People that go left turn over the double yellow, block entire lanes of traffic. God, they're the worst. Huge pet peeve. So you're gonna turn left out of a driveway, you see the double yellow line, and you're like, no, that doesn't apply to me. Stop one Walmart had one PlayStation Vita game. And we were saying, what the hell are you talking about, PlayStation Vita? Let me get in the car and explain. So many years ago, I won a Taco Bell box contest, or you buy one of those little $5 boxes and you scan this number thing online and you win. And I won a PS Vita in like 5 games, the first gen PS Vita when it came out. Never really played it, only played it a little while. I think for the Metal Gear games that came out, but I saw a random post on Reddit that Walmart is just deeply discounting all the games. Like they should be less than $5 in some cases. They had one game, they had Minecraft inside, $15. Not acceptable. So let's find another Walmart. So we've got this really weird dichotomy with this game system, right? It was the spiritual successor to the PSP, the one that had the little spinning discs. It was a much better system, much better console, so much more interesting in lots of ways. The hardware was just so much better. But it was a failure to launch. It couldn't get on its own feet. It was just constantly beaten down by the Nintendo DS, and there's no surprise by that. Sorry that I'm going in this weird tangent with the video today, but I find these old video game systems very interesting to me for some reason, much like I find all old things interesting. Alright, I've never actually paid any attention to how many Walmarts in the area. It turns out that there's like 4 or 5 within 5 square miles, but 4 of them are what they call neighborhood market. So they're just a grocery store called Walmart, but none of the Waze app or the mapping applications, they don't pay any never mind to it being a market versus being a regular Walmart. So I just went to 4 freaking markets looking for a Walmart, a regular Walmart, like have all the things from China that I can buy. That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm optimistic. They've got clearance balloons all over the place. That was a bust. Lots of, so this is true. We caught this at the right time. There's mad clearance going on at the Walmart. The problem is that nobody has any PS Vita games anymore. They probably shipped them to a landfill or something at this point because they're like worthless. Nobody's playing this console anymore. So I've got one more that I'm gonna try and hit, and this one specifically says Walmart Discount Center. I don't know if that means that this is where all the Walmart products come to die and then they're resold at a discount, which would be amazing. But we're gonna try it. I'm back in Garden Grove again. I was just here for the Chinese New Year stuff, but
Turn left
I'm back. Okay, so I've been to 3 Walmarts. It struck out twice. One had one game, but they wanted $15 for it, and I was told they all should be around $5 and plus $15 for a PS Vita game. In 2017 dollars is ludicrous. One more Walmart because it's on my way home, and so I might as well hit it. I did a big loop down through the South Bay here to find all these stupid Walmarts. Wish me luck. I tried to do this on the phone, but they didn't answer, so now I have to run in. And of course, it's in the back corner of this store. This is kind of a bad store. The layout's weird. Well, that was a monumental waste of time. Didn't succeed at finding, well, I found that one, but it was $10 way more expensive than it should be. Wow, that was, what did we learn today, kids? Just take 30 minutes and make all the phone calls and do it that way. I thought that I thought this was a winner. I thought it was just gonna stroll right in there and just start killing it. Why did I think that that a super old video game console, the games would not be at the Walmart anymore? Really weird concept. Woo! I am so comfortable right now. I put my fleece on. I've got my sweatpants on, the heater. I walked past the Nest and the heater turned on. Have I talked to you about the Nest? So when we moved into the house we decided to pick up the Nest, and it was seriously one of the better purchases we've done. I love this thing. It's all web enabled. You can from your phone log into the Nest program, and it'll, you know, connect to your house, and you can automatically control the thermostat. You can do it from your bed, which is what I normally do when it's cold and I wake up in the morning. It's like, gotta hit that. All right, snooze, go back to sleep for 5 minutes and it'll be warm when you wake up. I'm very comfy. Comfortable is good. This is like the first actual cold it's been in California. I'm gonna move this light somewhere. Does this bother anybody? Does this light bother you when you see this? Does it like, do you see it and you get angry that I leave it there? Because I can move it. In fact, I could probably hang it. Let's try it. This corner's a bit dark. Hold on. I think I can fix it. Alright. That's a little bit better. It puts the light on me. And that's a dark corner, but we'll sort that out in the future. I can move something over there. It's just that hook's a bad spot. Anyway, this is the PS Vita. I guess 2013-ish or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, I got this in a Taco Bell contest, as I mentioned. It's got dual thumb studs. It's got a touch screen on the back and a touch screen on the front, and it's actually a pretty damn good device. I mean, for a lot of people that would like a kind of game only or entertainment only like type of device, this is great. It has Netflix, and the Netflix is really good. I'll pull it up right now. Sony loves proprietary format of media. They have loved it since, what was it, the memory stick, the little chewing gum memory stick, the mini disc, which I love. I hate and love Sony so much for so many reasons. None of, like, I love the mini disc. I've always loved the mini disc, and I know people think that's such a weird platform, and it is. Interesting side note, 64 gigs of RAM, a little RAM chip, which is the highest this thing ever got, is over $100 still today, and nobody even uses this thing. Battery life is really good. The screen's really impressive. This is an OLED screen. It's not a, what would you call a, we're downloading the new version of Netflix. It's not what you would call like a retina screen, which would be on the iPhone type of thing. But the gaming is much better to me because you actually have controls. I don't know why I don't know why I'm trying to sell you on a console that's long dead. Don't buy this. Wait, also, wait, okay, so let me back up a bit. This is a bit interesting, and I will, oddly enough, there are a couple of companies who have worked out deals with indie game manufacturers, and they produce physical games for this still. And they're super boutique-y, and they're super hard to find, super hipster, which is probably, as you guys know, as you make fun of me, I'm pretty much a big-ass hipster. So this is like the hipster video game console, because it's like Ultra JRPG, which stands for Japanese Role-Play Game. Games that are out of Japan, that are for the Japanese market, that don't really get a wide American appeal. This is the platform for that, the portable JRPG machine, which I'm not a big JRPG machine player, but whatever. But super into hipster games, and so all this stuff from Steam is coming to this via physical media. Like, so Steam was created so that people wouldn't buy physical media anymore, and now companies are working with Steam to get more games on here. Just something about that, man, just cracks me up. Let me get a video going and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm gonna hold on for a little bit. Alright, so here's two comparison side by side, the Vita on the top and the iPhone on the bottom. This is the Siege at Jardot or something like that. Pretty good. I think this is obviously the better one, the iPhone, but you know. That stupid Tico, man. It's got a shift going on. It worked perfectly. And then at the very end, the layers started shifting. So they start like the Leaning Tower of Pisa of 3D printing. I can't get ahead with this stupid printer, man. I think I'm gonna sell it. I may even have to take a loss on selling it, which bums me out. Anyway, I just finished eating some Himalayan food. So yesterday we were going to do a Himalayan food mukbang, but the Leia didn't record, so I had leftovers for today, so I ate those, and man, they're hot. So hot. They were really spicy Indian food, which is amazing. Big fans of that. Anyway, question of the day. I was gonna say something about 3D printing, but then I thought maybe what's the spiciest thing you ever ate? I'll let you pick. Are you gonna get a 3D printer or interested in 3D printing? If not, what was the spiciest thing you've ever ate? I'm gonna go lay down because I shouldn't have ate all that food. Now I have to go to sleep. Okay, take it easy. See ya.